been quite difficult, what we decided to do was bring a little of Mississippi to you. We want to say hi to everybody and wish you all a Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year from the Abrams family on the back of our deck out here where it's 70 degrees and we're not wearing any coats or hats or gloves or scarves or boots or anything like that. And I want to especially say hi to Richard and Camille and Jonathan and Melissa and David and Andrea.
Merry Christmas and hi, Josephine and CJ.
I'd say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to me, Mom, Michael, and Tiffany. And thanks for the shirt.
And hi to Stuffy, Pam, Cerise, and Terrielle.
And Tom and Sharon, we want to say hey. And to Leslie, we also want to say hi and call.
And now we're just going to show you some scenes from our life down here in Mississippi.
Sit back, relax, and we hope you enjoy this video.
Well, this is our van that we drive around all the time, and this is our house. I like living in Mississippi, and I like all of the land that we have here. I think the kids like it too, even though they spend a whole bunch of time in the house. They don't play with their swings that much, but it's still there, and that's Pop Papa's house. The kids got a lot of things they like to do in the house. Let's go inside and see what Jason's doing. Hey Jason, what you doing?
Playing Nintendo.
What you playing?
I'm playing Ninja Turtles 3. I got it for Christmas. I'm 6 years old.
You had a party?
I had a party and
You go to school now, right?
yeah. And my name of my school is Adiambo. I'm in first grade. I like to play Nintendo. I like to swim. I like to play with toys. See,
What's those?
Aladdin toys.
Did you go see the movie?
Yeah,
You liked it?
yeah.
What else you like?
I like to fight. And I'm learning Kung Fu and Karate.
You want to show us what you learned?
Yeah.
Okay. Go.
This is a tiger. Block. Strike. 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 Kick. This is a crane. This have a I'm looking forward to see you soon. Have a good 1993. Bye. Come on in my room.
These are my awards and posters and stuff. As you see, I have a sewing machine that I got for Christmas. It works. And here's cars that I collect. And Barbie dolls. And to me, Mom, say thanks for this set in here. And I got 2 Barbies for Christmas. This one and that one. And my dear gave me a sewing machine before she died. It's old and it still works. And here's my keyboard. And I would like to show you how it works. I love animals and I want to be a vet when I grow up. I had lots of cats, but they ran away, and now I have a dog.
This is my puppy Rex. I got him on Christmas Eve, and he loves to play. Rex.
saved the best for last. This is Josh again. I want to show you some of my characters that I made. Here, this is Fox. He's my character I made when I was in 2nd grade. He's the most popular character. That's why I showed him first. All my friends know about him, and I made books about him too. Okay. This is Turtle. I made him up in 1st grade. So he was the first character I made up. I made comic books about him. In 5th grade I made him and first Fox and Turtle. They had books by themselves. Then I made them put together and they friends. This is Wolf. I made him up in 1st grade. I made him up in 2nd grade, the same time I made up Fox. And this is Bradley Bat. The reason why his name is Bradley Bat because I made him up when I was in 5th grade. And here's Ready Boy. Ready Boy is a person I made. Is really a drawing of me that I made in a superhero costume. My superpower. The reason why he's called Ready Boy is because he's ready for any action. The next person is Fireboy. Fireboy is a friend. Is really a drawing of a friend of mine at church. I went to some of my friends and asked if they want what kind of superhero they wanted to be, and they each told me what kind of superhero. The first person is Fireboy. Here's Spike. Spike is a friend of mine too at church. His real name is Matthew, and he's 13, and his power is spikes. Here's Laser Kid, another friend of mine at church. The reason why he's called Laser Kid is because he always have lasers. His real name is Marcus. And my last person is Electricity. He's my bestest friend at the church, and his real name is Keith, and his superpower is electricity. I made comic books about them. Here's my 5th issue of comic book of Ready Boy. A lot of kids at school ask me to draw them to see my comic books all the time. Some of the kids at school I made to enemies because they wanted to be enemies on the comic book. Some of the kids I just made it to enemies because it'd be like bullies at school. I made to villains in the comic book. So let's, and also made some sculptures. These are some sculptures on Tiny Toons, Buster and Bear's Bunny. I made them out of Play-Doh. And that's it.
Well, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed visiting with the kids. Everybody knows that I'm a teacher, right? Well, this is where I like to work at home and grade papers. I bring home lots of papers to grade. And sometimes I work here or take them in the bedroom and lay down and fall asleep. A record book, red pen, make all them red F's. Lots of teacher's editions with all the answers in them. I teach reading, so I have 3 grades, 4th, 5th, and 6th, and all reading. I still do some photography, and this is still one of my favorite pictures. I always show all my new friends in Mississippi this picture. It brings back some memories of working with the young people in Group 10. And Andy and I still work with young people at church. I don't know why. Sometimes, I guess if I'm working with kids all day, and then on Wednesday night, we work with the young people at church. And then on Saturday, I work with the Boy Scouts here in Edwards and the Cub Scouts. We started them a couple of years ago. They didn't have a pack or a Boy Scout troop. We like to take them camping. This is one of the first times that we had a day camp, and we had a lot of boys that year. And then I started taking everybody camping. Andy went, Siobhan, Jason started getting old enough. We started having a really nice time camping, and we like to go camping now. We even bought our own tent. We haven't seen any snakes, but we cook by the campfire, roast marshmallows, and all kind of things like that. Sleep in sleeping bags, get cold, even in the rain. I even got an award for being a den leader. So I like the Scouts. I think I like the Scouts and working with the kids at church even better than teaching. Those kids are bad. I had one kid in my 6th grade class that really should probably be in 8th or 9th grade. He just keeps talking about how much money he can make as a dope dealer. But maybe I can make a difference. I also still sew and decorate, draw and make art stuff. Like my shirt. I did it with some stuff I got for Christmas. So, it's pretty quiet around here. That's what I really like about it, just being quiet and being alone sometimes. That's about it.
All right, I hope you've been enjoying it so far. One of the things I wanted to talk to everybody about is what I've been doing for the last 2 years. It was real easy when I was at McDonald's and when I was at Sears. People said, Andy, what do you do? I said, well, I'm an advertising representative for Sears. Oh, wow, that's great. You know, then I moved down here and folks said, Andy, what do you do? And I said, well, I'm I'm a general manager for McDonald's. It's, oh, that's great. Yeah, we know what you're doing. And so now for the last 2 years since I've been working with Voice of Calvary Ministries, folks say, Andy, what do you do? And I say, I do Christian community development. They say, huh? What's that? So what I'm going to do is take about a minute or so and just really explain to you some specifics as to what I do for a living, how I support my wife and my family. Voice of Calvary Ministries is a Christian community development organization. And what we try to do is create an environment for people, for poor people, for middle to low income families. We try to create an environment for them that's going to really help us spread the gospel and help them live out the gospel of Jesus Christ. So that's basically what we're trying to do. And what we do is serve these families and try to promote self-sufficiency, or give them the tools to self-sufficiency so they can take these tools and use them to get off welfare, get onto workfare. We do this in the area of housing, health care. We do it with family development and training, and with youth leadership and development. And basically what I do as program director for the organization is I operate and give leadership to the day-to-day operation of the ministry, which frees up the president to go out and raise money and that kind of stuff. Now some specifics on that is I will identify certain families that we'll target to be in our home ownership program. And our program, what we do is we'll take an old, dilapidated, messed up, beat up house. We totally revitalize it, totally revamp it. We'll gut it totally out, put new wiring, new plumbing, new floors, new roofs, new ceilings, just totally redo the house, and the house is brand new. Now on a particular block, we may have 5, 6 houses on that block. We'll keep a house, tear one down, keep a house, tear one down, and then open that up and create green space, cut some drive-throughs, let folks live the suburban type lifestyle. Now what it is that most of these families that we get in this program aren't able to qualify for conventional loans. And so what I do is teach a homeownership seminar which gives them instructions on things like how to correct their credit, how to raise their closing cost, what is mortgage terminology, and things that they need to know in order to be good homeowners. So generally that's what I do with that. Also involved in that is working with children. I coordinate youth activities citywide that our young people are involved in. Just in Christmas, we had a giant birthday party where we had about 250 kids from all over Jackson. Some came from Edwards and from other places, and they came and we gave every child a birthday gift, a Christmas gift. I'm sorry, talking about birthday. Oops. Christmas gift. We had a Christmas party, and we gave everybody Christmas gifts. We had dolls that were handmade, and we had footballs that we gave to the guys, and it was a lot of fun. There were 2 television stations that covered it. I was on TV 2 times about that. I've been doing some things, working with some folks, been getting a lot of newspaper coverage and that kind of stuff. One of the other things I do, I teach a martial arts class on Wednesdays. Robin was telling you earlier how we work with a group of young people at the church. We do that. I'm preaching now. I've been doing a lot of preaching at Voice of Calvary Fellowship Church, which is the church that's involved in our ministry. And I've just basically been really enjoying my middle age. Tomorrow is my 35th birthday, and like some folks, when they get to be 35, they get a gut, and all that stuff. But I decided, I said, no, I'm gonna get smaller, I'm gonna get in better shape, I'm gonna be physically fit, mentally alert, and all that other stuff. And so I figured that, since I'm getting older, I'm going to work on getting better. I don't want to, just let my body go to pot. So I'm in good shape. I feel good. I feel pretty good. Feel really good. Stronger, healthier than I've ever been. So I appreciate you guys listening to us, and we appreciate you all. We really love you, and we've got a couple of other things for you before we go, so God bless. We really enjoyed making this video, and we hope that you all enjoyed watching it as much as we enjoyed making it.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Come and see us.
Happy New Year, everybody. If you watch this, please
Come and see us.
Come see my drawings.